Hey everybody, this is Jessica Lynn at JessicaLynnOriginal Studios. Our website is JessicaLynnOriginal.com. So today, I thought, you know what? Yesterday we spent quite a bit of time talking about how, it's hard to just boom, be creative or instantly go into that. And so if you haven't watched yesterday's video, be sure to do that first. But what I thought would be fun was to take one of the sketches that we created yesterday and let's go ahead and take that card to full fruition. Let's go ahead and make it. Let's make this happen. So the stamp set I'm going to use, it's going to be the one that we used in our feature. So there it is with Brentwood and the little chickens. And we're going to do number 5. And you can see in there, the whole plan of it is that there's a bunch of square boxes with a circle filled with chickens. And then there's going to be a sentiment down bottom left. Now again, I did that just trying to come up with ideas on how to use the stamp set. So now what I'm going to do is take that and will it be identical? I don't know yet. We'll find out. But I think that's the fun of it. Now you get to take that, be inspired by it, and we're going to go ahead and make a card. Now I found this paper. I actually got it at Hobby Lobby a long time ago. It was part of their Paper Studios collection. I really like all the old barn wood, shiplap, all that good stuff. And I thought this paper was fun because, it's got a little bit of blue and orange in it. And then to have the chickens bright yellow will be a really nice pop of color. So the first thing I'm doing is just making sure that the entire size is what we want, right? So it's going to be the full card size. That's where I'm starting with this paper piecing, if you will. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off about 1/4 inch all the way around. Now by doing that, it's going to give us a nice little white border because I really want the card to have that little bit of white from the actual card stock in the background. Okay, so we're going to take off 1/4 inch and we're going to do this twice. And I ended up deciding I didn't want to cut off the little black pieces that were on there, so I took 1/4 and then another 1/4, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the top and the bottom. You can see now we've got a little bit of white showing. Now what's kind of fun about this is that by designing this on the fly, I'm actually going to just use the back side of the paper whenever I need white. Not a big deal, and I don't waste anything. Okay, so there it is. That's our full size. Okay. So now what we know is that we want to create a couple of different rectangle square combos. Most of them I think actually are all rectangles. So we're going to go at 2.5 inches and we're going to zoop right up there. We go. And then what I'm going to do is take off another 1/4 inch and we're going to find that one. There we go. And now we're going to take off that 1/4 inch because remember, we don't want this to be flush, right? We want it to have a little bit of the white showing throughout. So we're going to have to do a little bit of trimming. Not a big deal. But again, what I do is cut less. Might have to cut multiple times, but cut less because you can always cut more off if you needed to. Don't try and overcut. The other thing you could do is use some just typing paper, just regular paper, and go in, make yourself a pattern if you wanted, if you didn't want to just kind of do what I'm doing here on the fly, and you could actually pattern it out and then just trace those pieces and cut them. Think about it like a sewing pattern, right? You could do it like that. But right now the first thing I'm doing is building that really fun background. And I'm going to always reference my design because I want to make sure that I'm making it as similar to it as possible. So you can see what I did there is it actually looks pretty darn close. I really like it. I want the entire background, after I cut it all out, I decided I didn't want the background to have white between it. I wanted to make the whole thing black. And then put this pattern paper on there because I thought the black would make the chickens pop a little bit more and would just make it stand out a little bit more. So we're going to just go ahead and put a black background. And you saw, just as always, make sure you sign the back of your card. So now we're just going to go ahead and we are going to put this background together. And it's kind of funny because even though I cut all the pieces out, I'm still going to make a substitution. So we'll show you in just a second here. So we're going to say, okay, there's that one. Let's put the white cardstock for the sentiment. And then we've got, you know, the little blue one down here. And then I said, you know what? The white is going to be just too much. I need something else. I need some other color up here rather than the white. And so back in late December, I did a video where I had this really fun brick that I did. And again, this is that, you know, the dioxide ink where you do the stencil. You've seen me do it a couple of times. And I went, wait a minute, I want that in that upper right-hand corner. So watch how this looks. I'm just using it like a pattern piece. Here we go. I love it. A little bit of brick alongside the wood. Perfect. And the color element is even better. Again, when you're adding the blue with the orange, a little bit of red, and the yellow, that family of colors is going to just be beautiful. So I'm excited to see how this looks. Now the sentiment itself, I made a mistake and I stamped it on a piece of white cardstock, and then I went, wait, I have that one already cut. So then I thought, you know what, I wonder if I put it on some of the remnant of the brick. Again, look, most of the brick is covered. And then we're just going to trim it down a little bit. Okay, see, I don't want it the full size, so we're going to trim it down a little bit. Now watch how cool this looks. I'm so happy with this. Again, making changes on the fly based on what you see, that's okay. You know, just because you came up with a sketch doesn't mean you have to make it 100%. Be creative. But at least it got you started, right? So look at how cool that looks. I love it. It's just enough to tie in. And again, you see when I flip that over, I'm just using the extra little pieces. Because why waste those, right? Oh, I love it. It's so cute. It's so cute just like it is. But now we get to add the element of fun. So we're going to go ahead and get out the Brothers Scan and Cut. And one of the things that I love about the Brothers Scan and Cut, obviously I have a lot of reasons, but one of the things that I do love about it is that it comes with over almost 100, I think, pre-set up typical templates. So circles, squares, rectangles, wavy circles, pointy circles, you name it. It does all of it already. And then the cool part is I just go in and say, oh cool, I want the circle to be 1 inch, right? So I'll go into the Brothers Scan and Cut, tell it I want a 1 inch circle. Oh, the way I said that, it sounded like Willy Wonka. I'll tell the machine what it can do with 100,000 Wonka bars. No, I will tell the machine what size I want. So for example, for this, I'm going to go in and use circles. And you can see there were 10 pages of just circles and Pac-Mans and the whole bit. It defaults to a almost 4 inch circle, but I'm going to go in and shrink it down because I only want it to be 1 inch. See, just 1 inch. And a small trick, I don't know if your finger is, but from my bendy part above my knuckle to my end of my finger is 1 inch. So it's kind of fun for me because I can just use that to measure. Oh, I take it back. I made it 2 inches. Now, one of the things you see I'm doing right now is I'm scanning it, because what I love is if you have scraps, like this is just a little piece of scrap. Look, I'm just going to move the circle so it cuts on that little scrap. Now watch. See that little white paper? It's going to go, oh, I'll just cut it right there where you asked me to. Love that. So now what I'm going to do is get the extra, I have a random piece of black paper, and I'm going to cut it like 2 and, I don't know, 2 and a little bit maybe, just to give it a really small border. So we're gonna start over, grab the circle, which is on the second page, I think, or third, and then we're gonna make it like 2 and a little bit. Yeah, so we'll make it 0.1 bigger than the other one. We're gonna go ahead and cut it. Now watch, it's gonna go, okay, cool. Let me just cut that circle for you. Done. And now what's awesome is I can take that one and look at this, watch. Doo-doo, perfectly little 0.1 all the way around. And then I realized that I did not show you me stamping the chickens on there, so I felt really bad. I stamped them, and then you can see as I was coloring, I hit record, and I was still zoomed in. So I'm going to zoom back out in just a second here. But what I did was I stamped the chickens, and then behind them, I actually drew little eggs. Because I thought that'd be so cute, you know, like there's a pile of chickens sitting on a pile of eggs. I don't know. I just thought it was cute. I love the little chickens. They are my favorites. I've drawn these little guys for a long time, and they always make me smile. But I love that I was able to actually incorporate them into a stamp set. So now we're going to go ahead and color these in Copic markers. Oh my goodness, they are so adorable. I'm gonna give her little pink cheeks because she just kind of has that like eek. Literally, it's like my sketch was brought to life, but a little better than what I had even envisioned. So I'm really happy with it. I think that you should, you know, if you need to be inspired, go do some sketching and then try this. And if you like this stamp set, we do have it available on our website. You just have to search Brentwood or Spring Chicken, and you will find it, or Easter. It'll show up with that word as well. It's one of my favorite sets. I do like the little chickens, and Brentwood looks so cute, especially when they're all sitting on his head. So let's go ahead and flip this on over, like my little chicken medallion there. And I do like that I added the brick. I think that, you know, again, from that sketch, here it is. So we're going to put it kind of in that upper, oh shoot, there we go. And again, by adding that little black circle border, that 0.1 around it, look, it just ties it all together. And so cute. Now, I am going to go ahead and shine this all up. I absolutely love using the, oh my goodness, they're going to be so cute. The little glossy accents. I think it just, I don't know, somebody made a card for me many years ago and they put it on the eyeballs, and anytime I want something to really kind of pop, I mean, I do it on eyeballs too, but like these little guys just need to be like little cute glossy chickens. So cute. Oh my goodness, I love them. Again, so how easy was that, right? I mean, super fun, and I am so happy with the way this card turned out. It was very funny because my husband said, "And where would you send that card?" And I said, "It's an Easter card." And he was like, "Gotcha." And I'm like, I would send it to, you know, my niece or my sister, just because it's cute and it's Easter inspired. So I hope that you enjoyed watching our video today. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe, because we love having you here at our channel. And thank you again for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope that you have a really great day. Take care, guys.